Welcome to the Boundless Bible. My name is David Shapiro.
Hey, I'm Javi Marquez.
And I'm Jason Holloway.
Vámonos, muchachos. Ya estamos aquí.
Ya estamos aquí por los questions con David.
Okay.
Hey.
Let's do it. Come on. What's our question, my friend?
All right. So the question is, what's a lesson God's been teaching you lately?
I'm not going first.
You're not going first on that one?
No way.
David, you don't go first often.
I can go first. That's fine. I'll tell you that God teaches me this lesson often, and he's been doing it to me lately, which is to take some time with him, some quiet time with him, to just slow down.
Mm-hmm.
If you know me, I move a million miles an hour. I'm always doing a bunch of different things. So for me to just take some time, some quiet time, and you know, I think that with the moment where you pray, if you're not listening, if you're not taking some time afterwards and just listening for the nudge, the answer, what you're looking for, I think there's a mistake with my prayer sometimes because I'm praying and then I'm moving on. I'm like, you know, catch you when you're ready to answer my prayer. And I'm not just taking that moment with God. And then on top of that, I always feel better when I really just have a moment to read my Bible, to sit and listen and have a relationship time with God. So I think really the lesson I've been nudged on multiple times is just slow down. Yeah. Slow down, spend some time with me. So I think that that's something that I'm enjoying doing now. And I don't always listen to it, but when I do, it's always refreshing.
That book, Mansions of the Heart, that I think I was telling you about a couple weeks ago, talks exactly about that, especially at like a certain level in your walk, to spend less time being a Christian, like out in the world, and be more time being a Christian with Christ.
That's good.
That's really good.
And it talks about, you know, like just like you said, like it's in the beginning of your Christian walk, it's a lot of asking and asking and asking and telling and telling and telling, and later on you realize that you need to listen. So something I'm working on too, but my prayers last 3 seconds because I have squirrel. Yeah. So Javi, what's yours?
I would say, oh man, that episode we did with Pastor Dan just dropped. He just dropped the mic for me, and he said, take God more seriously and don't take yourself so seriously.
Yeah, that's super important.
And that's profound for me because that's what God's been telling me lately. What he's telling me is, which I struggle with, taking the first steps, taking some risks without like really analyzing things, right? And to me, what I keep hearing is that's disobedience.
Mm-hmm.
You're not obeying what God has put in your heart.
Yeah.
And I know very well that he has my back.
Yeah.
He's going to lead me forward. This is what I feel very strong that whatever he puts in my heart, it's from him, you know, and one of the big steps was this podcast for me. And I took it and it's been amazing. And I need to stop holding on to what gifts that God has for me. And I think by not taking him more seriously and by taking myself more seriously, I stop.
Right.
I don't do those things. So, and to me, that quote really is saying also just really continue to seek God more intently. Continue to go after him, you know, with a fervent heart, right? And I think at times I don't. Maybe I go after myself and what I want, my desires more than I do for him. So I think that's something he's been teaching me lately.
I've actually seen that with Javi. Knowing Javi, you know,
I have seen, now that you're saying it, I'm seeing it too.
Yeah, it's definitely, which is such a great thing. It's freeing as well because you get to do some things that otherwise you would hold really tightly to, and you go, I don't have to take myself so seriously. God, you got this.
Yeah.
And I've seen that with you, and it's really great.
Thank you. It bothers me.
For me, mine is, and I've been talking about this. I don't remember if I've said it on the podcast, but like one of the things that I've been not struggling with, but seeing a separation in is the academic and scholarly knowledge and information and knowing things and needing to know things and digging deeper. And that's like one side of the faith. But the other side of the faith is just that you just know it's there, that you feel it, that you're trustworthy, that you're righteous, that you're trustworthy, and that you're faithful, and that you're trying to do the right thing, and that you're just acknowledging the feelings behind it. It's becoming a part of you. It's not becoming a part of your knowledge. It's becoming a part of who you are. It's not just another thing that you know. And I've been working a lot on, like you said, the prayer side and like being really close to God as if he was my friend who's right next to me and talking to him and being closer to that. Because no matter how much I've read in my life, no matter how many facts I've accumulated, no matter how many disciplines I've accumulated them in or put them together with, they don't turn you. Actually, Pastor Garland said the greatest thing the other day. We were talking about something similar, and he said he had a professor in college who said, "You'll never teach a person enough facts to turn them into a Christian, but you will be able to love them enough to turn them into a Christian."
Wow.
And that's one of those things that he said that somebody else said to him that I know I'm now going to say to somebody else, because it's one of those things that's
and you said it here.
And I did. And it's unbelievably sticky because it's unbelievably true, right?
That's so good.
When you internalize what this faith is really about, when you truly follow Christ, not religion, not Christianity, not a church, but you follow Christ, you are changed.
Yep.
And when you allow yourself to be changed, you can help bring that change to others.
Yeah.
And that's where the belief is. Like that's what belief is saying, I know how changed I've been. And even though philosophically or psychologically, I may not understand it at times, and I may even go through holes where it doesn't feel good, the reality is I know it's true. And that's what matters.
Yeah.
And that is the belief, that is the love, that is the care. Like that's everything. It's everything. So just trying to like rectify those two sides of me has been the big thing.
And I love seeing that. I can attest to anything. You have been doing that. You have been like, you have taken the extra step of really applying what you've been learning and what you've been what God's been telling you. And you have been loving, you have been praying for others, and you have been stepping up forward going, hey, God, I'm going to let you lead, and I'm just going to be your vessel.
Yeah.
And I love that about you. Yeah.
Trying to.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Good. Thanks, guys. Another questions in the books. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Later.